Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I've pretty much been neglecting this channel for a while. Don't really have an excuse other than I guess I've just been busy with work and life stuff, and just honestly haven't taken the time out to make any model car videos for you guys. But I'm hoping to change that here really soon. I have a bunch of new models since the last video that I made showing off the whole collection. So I'll make another video showing off the whole collection again soon with the updated models. I have two new models off to my side here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a full review of one of them, and then the other one I'll just do a review of. I won't bother you with another unboxing. There are two new AutoArt models, so that's I guess exciting. But yeah, as I said, I'm sorry I haven't made a video for such a long time. I know there's not a lot of people here, but if you are watching this video, leave me a comment down below as to how you found the channel, whether you came from my other channel, my main channel, Turbo Kitchen, or if you just kind of found this video through recommended videos or whatever. Let me know down below where you found it. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling on here. As I did mention, I'm going to be unboxing a car today, and I think I'm going to start with my new AutoArt Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. So I'll just get everything set up and let's get to it. So here we go. In front of me, we have the box here from my AutoArt Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. And just quickly for the unboxing, if you guys aren't familiar with AutoArt models, I know I've had questions in the past of, what models do I get and kind of how do they come. So this is basically the standard box for AutoArt models. You can see it's a bit blue. It's got kind of a black fade at the top. Don't mind the reflection. So it's kind of a cool little two-tone. It says AutoArt on each side. On one side, it tells you what the model name is, as I mentioned, the Aventador SVJ, and it has the manufacturer logo, again with the AutoArt logo on the one flap. And then on the other side here, again, pretty much same information, and then it tells you exactly what the spec of the car is here. So yes, this one is the Viola Pacife, the purple, and then it has a little QR code, which I imagine is for dealer inventory to scan it in. But anyways, that's how the box looks, guys. And to open it up now, I guess quick disclaimer, I did, when I picked these models up, I did actually open the box and open them up just to make sure there was no damage to the models, but that's all I did. I haven't taken them off the stands or anything, so this will not be a completely full unboxing as I have already opened it, but for the purposes of the video, it will be essentially brand new, as I just haven't done anything else but make sure there's no damage. So moving on, it's quite easy. So when you get the models, there's going to be there's usually sometimes a little piece of tape that covers these. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. On this one there wasn't, so you can just kind of go ahead and open it up like so. Here, just carefully open the flap. You're going to see the one flap here opens up, and then there's two more flaps here, and then you have this nice styrofoam packaging where the actual model sits. So let's just go ahead and remove the box, and then once you take it out of the main box, like I said, you have this packaging, and this is always where there's going to be some tape. You won't be able to see on camera because it's clear, but there's always tape on either side. So there's a piece of tape here, you just kind of split with a scissor or a knife. There's one on the other side, and then you can lift the whole thing up. We're not going to lift it up just yet. Also in these models, especially with the Aventadors or some of the opening models, you get a little sheet that looks like this that kind of gives you the instructions for how to remove the screws from the base, and then how to carefully open up the doors, and in the case of this car, the removable engine cover comes with as well. So just little instructions there. So I don't really need this, but if you're new to AutoArt models or this type of models, I would definitely just take 2 seconds and have a look at this so you don't do any damage to your model. And then this is what the whole box looks like. You can see it's just a fairly plain box. There's this little piece of cardboard up here at the top, and under it is where we find the engine cover. So we can already get a little sense there of what the color looks like. So we're just going to take the engine cover off there, and keep in mind, not every AutoArt model is like this, but any model from AutoArt that has any kind of removable engine part, I know this car did, my Centenario that I have also did it, and the McLaren P1 came with this as well. They're always going to be packaged right at the top there. So again, that's partially why, as I mentioned, when I bought the model, I opened it up to make sure there was no damages, because something like this, which sits right on top, would be maybe susceptible to that. So we'll just put the engine cover off to the side. And also with all the models, you get this little key, which is branded with the AutoArt logo, and this just helps you to get in and open up some of the compartments, whether it's taking off the rear cover, opening up the doors, or opening up the front, which I'll show you in a second. They always provide this little key just so you don't have to worry about jamming your fingernail or something else in there and scratching the paint. This is just a soft plastic and allows you to open up things without doing any damage. So now that we have all that open, let me move the box back. Whoop. All right, so very carefully, like I just did, like I said, you got to remove the tape, and you just want to lift straight up, and then we reveal our model. Now, as I mentioned, this is the Viola Pacife, the pearl purple color on this. I don't have the best lighting in here, so hopefully the lighting is going to hold up and the color will come through on camera. So yeah, it's a very nice pearl purple. It's a fairly deep shade of purple, and there's actually a bit of metallic flake in there. Again, I'm not sure. I apologize if it's not really coming across on camera, but there is a little bit of flake in there. Again, I don't have the best light here. But yeah, if you've ever seen this color in real life, it absolutely pops. And I didn't have a model in this color, especially from Lamborghini, so that's why I went with it. I'll make another video going into more why I choose different colors and specs later. Yeah, so the Aventador SVJ, as you can see, on the back here, the engine cover does not come on it, so you can see that beautiful V12, which has a bunch of detail, which I'll cover just a little bit. So yeah, at that point, you would just go ahead and carefully put that on. We'll do that a little bit later. But yeah, this is how your model comes. It comes in this nice styrofoam packaging. And again, every time you take delivery of a model, even if they're brand new, I would always suggest that you open them up and just make sure that there are no damages. If there are, I would say, contact the seller back right away, and maybe you can work out something, maybe get some money back or change for a new one. But anyways, this is how the model comes on here. It's all secured, and because it's secured, I'll flip it over slightly, and you can see here it has the 4 screws underneath. All you need for this one is a little Phillips head screwdriver, the star tip. You just go in there and take them out. So let me go ahead, take the model off of the stand, and we'll get more in depth into the actual review of this. And quickly, one thing I wanted to point out on the box for the Aventador SVJ here is that if you read the top of the box, they always say on the top what the model is. Well, funny enough, on this one, it says Liberty Walk Aventador, not just SVJ. But I guess not too big of a deal considering the fact they're both Lamborghini Aventadors. They're both essentially the same car, and really the only difference is obviously the Liberty Walk means that it has a wide body kit. But that also just kind of goes to show you how similar in scale, obviously, the 1/18 scale models are, that you can use, I don't know, either the whole same box or just at least they just maybe ran out of lids and used that. But I thought it was kind of a fun, amusing detail to open up the box that says SVJ and then read Liberty Walk Aventador on the top. All right, everyone, so I've taken it off the stand, and all I did for that was just, because it's obviously secured, I just gently tip it onto its side, just kind of lightly support it, take out all 4 screws, and then just carefully set it back on a table or wherever you're taking it off. So now that we have it off the stand, we can take a look at it in some better detail. So again, the spec on this one, just to reiterate, is the Viola Pacife, or the pearl purple. It comes with the silver multi-spoke wheels with the black calipers. You have the SVJ logo painted on the side there. And before I put the rear deck lid on, let's try to get a better look at this beautiful V12 engine back here. It has the gold intake covers there, of course the cross brace, and you can see the suspension there, which is also finished in black. On some other variations of the model, they're finished in different colors. Like I know, for example, the green painted model has red calipers and red suspension components is there. I'm not sure the other ones, but just keep in mind that different specs have different colors for different components. But yeah, the engine detail in there is beautiful. Again, I apologize that the camera is not picking it up 100% perfectly. Let me try to shine some more light on the situation. You can see there the carbon fiber detail. Again, it's fake carbon fiber, but the carbon fiber detail on the rear intakes there is awesome. You can see on the engine cover, the cross brace, and just the level of detail on these is awesome. You also get a little better look at kind of flake in the paint there when I shine the flashlight on it. We move to the back of the car. You can see it has that crazy diffuser. The license plate just says Aventador SVJ on this. It has those dual center exit exhaust tips. It has a crazy wing, which features the Lamborghini AutoArt system, which was introduced on the Huracan Performante and then carried over to SVJ. Again, the wing is all finished in carbon fiber. Again, the detail on the carbon fiber on the wing is awesome. The side, if you've ever seen the Aventador model, the side is basic Aventador. The shape didn't really change much with the SVJ. But if we look at the front, of course, you have those new air ducts on the nose, which are part of the AutoArt system to help airflow over the vehicle. The headlight detail on these are awesome as well. You can see the DRLs in there with kind of the Y shape and the other little lights in there. So the headlight detail is awesome. You got that a bit more aggressive front splitter on there with the little wings on the side. And you can even, you can just barely make out at the very tip of the front diffuser there. It says ALA, which is the ALA system on this car. At this point, we can go ahead and put the engine cover back on. So quite simply, there's two magnets on the bottom here. Two magnets, one there, and then it just kind of sits at the top. And there's also two magnets on the back. So you just want to go ahead, gently line it up, and it'll essentially just fall into place like so. And because there's the magnets there, it's not going to go anywhere. Now once we have the rear deck lid on, you can see, again, just the crazy aero work on there, all the kind of the louver cutouts. You have that little strip of glass so you can see into the engine bay. And obviously you have a more focus on aero, just that's what this car is based on. I think it is still the third or fourth official fastest production car on the Nürburgring. So definitely just a crazy, crazy model. Again, the level of detail outside is incredible. The little Italian flag on the side. And even the carbon work on the diffuser there, which hopefully you guys can see. Like I said, I like to buy the AutoArt models because I think for the price point and the quality you get, they are really good. Some people don't like the fact that they're composite models, the cold composite versus resin versus die cast. That's a whole other video that I'll get into later. But yeah, if I go ahead here and let's open up some other things. Again, we have this little key that comes with all the models. So let me just take this out and then I can go ahead and demonstrate. So on this, most things open up, the doors open up, the front opens up. Of course, we have the engine cover. So as I was mentioning, there's very little panel gaps here. So, you don't want to be sticking a fingernail in there and potentially scratching the paint on your model. So you just take this little key, kind of gently find the gap, wedge it in there. He says as he struggles. There you go. That's all you got to do. You just got to get that, carefully wedge it open. It lifts up. Then you can use your fingers to open it up. And then we reveal the front trunk, or the front, as I call it. You can see there the detail on the hinges. It's got the double hinge system. The entire thing is carbon fiber. And, most supercars aren't really known for their space, but it's a good representation. There's a nice, almost like little felt liner inside the front trunk as you would actually get on the real car. So again, the attention to detail on this is something that I absolutely love. So that's for that. For the hood, for the front, then you just carefully push it back down into place. Make sure it latches in. You don't want to push too hard, obviously, and potentially break something. And then from there, we can open the doors. Now, on all these Aventador models, or I guess any of the V12 models by AutoArt, they have a little door locking system. So you can see right there, you just have a little button that you have to gently push forward. You just kind of push it forward gently with your fingernail, like so, and the door springs up open. But turn it this way, you can see, so obviously you have that classic scissor door, Lamborghini doors that we all know and love. You can see it's easily movement. There's a little gas strut in there. It's a little, I would say maybe a little stiff at the moment because the model is brand new, but that's also good so that it makes sure you hold the door open. You do the same thing on the other side. And now I'll try to get some interior detail. Oops, sorry about my hands there. I'll try to get some interior detail. The interior on this car is black and white. There's not a whole lot of choice in choosing models for what spec. You just kind of choose your outside color spec and then you kind of get what you get for the inside. But I do like the contrast of this model with kind of the white and black. We can't really see the interior there too well, but we can kind of see it has the white and black interior. Of course, it has the Performance SVJ seats in there, so you have the Y stripe running right down the middle. Hopefully you guys can see that. I apologize for the chandelier reflection here. Let me go ahead and open the other door. All right, so I open the other door. So I'll shine the light in there. Again, I apologize. It's a bit hard to convey on camera, but You can see inside there, as I mentioned, it has a two-tone. It has basically the standard Aventador interior. So if you've ever seen the interior of Aventador in real life or any other model, the interior is exactly the same on this car as well. It's just the outside that's different. And you can see it has the Aventador written on the door sill there. Again, the doors open up. The inside of the door cards are all carbon fiber. Don't know if you'll be able to see that, but the inside of the door cards are all carbon fiber as well. And yeah, overall, it's just a really, really nice looking model. You can see it there with everything opened up. Yeah, it's definitely a nice model, definitely a cool addition to my collection. It's a color that I didn't previously have in any model at all. So yeah, there's the AutoArt Aventador SVJ. If you guys enjoyed it, I'll put some links down below where you guys can go pick up one for yourself, see the different color specs that they have. I know they have the purple here, they have a blue, a green, a red, a yellow, and I'm sure some others to come down the line, and I know they are going to be making the roadster version of this as well. So again, I'll put some links down below where you guys can go and check that out. I think for now, that's going to do it for this video. That's my quick unboxing and review of the AutoArt Aventador SVJ. If you guys liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more model car content. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.